Welcome everybody to your warm-up class. You can use this class for basically whatever you want though. You don't have to only use it for warm-up. I will be showing the combination and then I will be doing the combination with the music. So let's get started. For the demonstration and while I do the combination, I will be facing away from your bar, but you can face towards yours. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So we have 1, rond de jambe 2, rond de jambe 3, close 4, rond de jambe 5 and a 6, and a 7 and an 8. 1 and 2, push over. 3 and a 4, we have a tablier. 5 through our second and a 7 and an 8. Other side. 1 and 2 and 3, close 4. 5 and 6 and 7 and an 8. We push and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 5 and 6 and a 7 and reverse. So we do the whole thing in reverse. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. If you don't have a lot of room, you can just go 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5, 6, cross in front, and 8, push, and a push. If you have limited room, just tendu like this. Then we have our port around 1 and a 2. We're going to round forward with just our upper back, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, combre back around 7 and 8. Same thing, 1 and 2, rounding forward, squeeze those legs together, 3 and 4, 5, 6, back around 7, 8, and then you can plie, roll through your feet and take a balance if you would like. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, close, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Push, squeeze the legs together, and push and squeeze the legs. Limited room, just 5, 6, 7, or you're going to go through that second position. Other side, 1, 2, 3, close, 4, lead with that heel, 5, and 6, and 7, cross that and back, 8, we have push, 2, and 3, 4, otherwise if you have the room, it's the tablier through our second position. Now we reverse. Go 1, rond de jambe 2, rond de jambe 3, close 4, fondu, tendu, 6, and 7, 8, nice and big, soft, 1, squeeze, 3, 4, either through that second position or just plie tendu, reverse, 1, 2, I'm pulling up my core, so I'm pulling everything in together and up, cross 5, and 6, and 7, 8, push, 1, my foot's a little bit of a bum foot right now, so I'm not going to push a lot, but you can, 5, 6, 7, port de bras, squeeze those legs, 1, 2, 3, just the upper half of the body, 5, 6, again, just the upper half of the body. We're not pushing into our hips. 1, 2, forward, 3, squeezing those legs, 5, and 6, back around. And you are welcome to do any type of balance that you would like. You can even balance on flat. That's very helpful as well. Second position if you'd like to do that. Or you can go to like susu. Balancing, make sure to really cross those legs together. And the back foot is pushing that front foot forward. Nice balance. You can take your time. You could also do another stretch, twisting the torso, opening up that chest. Same thing again, twisting, twisting. Some people like to do it crossed as well. You can always do a nice hamstring stretch. It's really however you want to do it for your warm-up class. Put your hands on the floor. 1, stretch, 2, and 3, stretch, 4. Roll it up. And roll it down. First the chin, the spine through the thoracic, which is your middle spine, all the way down. Stretch. Finish. Let's do a plie. First, 5 and 6, 7, 8, demi 1 and 2, arm 5th and a 4, a grand plie in 6 and 7 and 8, port de bras and 2, coming up 3 and 4. I'm lifting through my thoracic spine, so I'm going to lift up before I go back. So instead of versus pushing into my hips, right? So I'm going to lift up. This, everything down here stays stationary, and I lift up to go back. Recover. 7, 8. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. Grand plie 5, 6, 7 and 8. Again, 1 and 2. Coming up, 3 and a 4. Cambre 5, 6. Recover 7, and a tendu rond de jambe. I like a small fourth so that our hips stay straight ahead and we're not twisting. I also feel like it's a little safer for our knees. 1 and a 2 because we're in a very unnatural position. 3 and a 4. Grand plie all the way down. 5 and 6. 7 and 8. We have our grand port de bras. 1 and 2. 3, 4 is always into our bar here. Back around. 5, 6, 7, and 5th. 1 and a 2. 3 and a 4. Grand plie 6, 7 and 8. I'm not doing it full grand plie, but please do it. Reverse. 1 and 2. 3 again. 4 is here into the bar. Okay, I'm closing my ribs. I'm not arched back like this. Okay, one long line with my body all the way forward. 5, 6, 7, 8. Your choice of a balance, even just a balance on flat, is always really good just to feel our position. 6, prep. 7, 8. So I want to make sure this is really fluid. So one position goes into the next. 6. I don't want a lot of stops in this combination. 1, 2, very fluid. 3, 4, again lifting up to go back. 6, 7, second. 1, soft arms. 2. Try to coordinate your arms and legs so they finish at the same time. Again, 1, 2, you're going to elongate through that spine. Lifting up. Small fourth. Demi and stretch. Demi, stretch. Grand plie. 6 to the demi 7. Open 8. Grand port de bras. 1, 2, 3. Side is 4. Back around. 7, 8. 5th. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grand plie. 6. Deepen point. And then this is 7. Reverse. Same count. 1, 2, 3. Side is 4. All the way forward and up. And your choice of a balance. Tendu combination. Since this is a warm-up class, we're going to keep it very simple. 5 and 6. I do have other classes that you can check out on my website that are a little bit more complex. 5 and 6 and 7, 8. We can always do a full port de bras as well. Accent is in. Some teachers like out, I like in, so the count would be in. It would be and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So en croix, all 4 sides. First one, so does not change to the side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. To the back, derriere, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. One more time, Alice Second. Don't change for the first one. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we can do it again. 6, 7, accent in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First one does not change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the back. And 1. So I'm pushing my hip forward so I'm not sitting back in my leg like this. 5, pull up my core. 7, 8, don't change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Really squeeze each time. We'll do it again. Head is out, so I'm looking past my elbow. Pull the toes back. Pull. 7, 8. Don't change. And 4. I'm pretending to go through my first position each time, so I maintain my turnout. Pulling up. 2. I want it really light on my back leg, so if I had to lift it, I could. 7. Last time. 1, 2. Really strong. Squeeze. I'm going to do the second side with a little bit quicker music. 7 and 1, 2, 3. I'm really thinking about squeezing to my 5th. Don't change. Again, going through my first position. 1, 2. Really cross it behind me. Don't change. Squeeze, rotate, rotate, rotate. And again. Pull the toes back. You should really feel this in your thighs if you're doing it correctly. So even the most simple combinations can be very challenging if you're using the correct muscles. I'm pulling up through my core. Stretch. Last time. Our dégagé will be exactly the same thing. 8 encore. And 1, 2. So I'm going to try to kind of stop each time when I get to my 5th, so I can really feel a strong base. Again, if you're doing this correctly, your thighs will definitely feel it. You can always do a full port route if you want also. Rond de jambe. 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and we have our fondue tendu 1, rond de jambe 2. Again, 3 and a 4. Rond de jambe, 4 of them. 5, 6, 7, 8. You can go high or low leg. It's whatever you feel. I'm going to go low. 1 and 2, rond de jambe. 3 and 4. 5 and 6, tendu. Reversing that whole thing. So we have our 1. Bring it around 2. Again, fondu tendu 3, rond de jambe 4, 4 rond de jambes 5. The count now is in the back. 6 and 7 and 8. We have our grand rond de jambe en l'air, in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, your choice of height. 5, 6, 7, and 8. You can do a nice grand port de bras one way. Reverse that if you'd like. And, or you can do any type of stretching for the remainder of the music, or you can do a balance. 6 and 1, bring it around. 2, again. 3, 4, 4 rond de jambes. 5, the count is in the front. 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2 rond de jambe. 3, 4, 5, 6. Reverse the whole thing. Again, the height of your leg is your choice. Now, if you would rather do 3 rond de jambes in 2 counts, it would be 5 and 6, 7 and 8. It's up to you though, or you can just do the 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, your choice. If you'd like to do a port de bras, you can. 2, 3, side, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring it all back together. 1, I'm still lifting up through my core there. 3, side is 4, all the way forward. 6, your choice if you'd like to take a balance. One that's always good is attitude on flat. Holding. You can always bring that right into a passe, or if it's a low lay, you can bring it right into a coupe position, however you like, or you can go ahead and just do some stretches. We have a frappe. Now, your choice if you'd like to do it flexed, or you can do it straight, as a meaning like pointed foot, or you can do it with a strike. So it's up to you. But again, it is a warm-up class, so we're just going to do 8 en croix. Very simple. So it'd be a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and an 8. 1 and 2 and 3. Now, if you're going to do pointed, you can either do coupe front or you can do the sur le coupe front. But either way, regardless of how you're doing it, just really remember that there's a baby attitude that you go through when you go out and a baby attitude that you use to come back in. So we just want to maintain, we're trying to avoid this. So we want to pretend we're staying in that attitude position to keep that turn out. So 8 en croix. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll show with a pointed foot here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, there is an accent to frappe. Now, if you'd like to add a double, you can. We be and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, double and 2. It's up to you. Or you can just stay with the frappes. Flexed foot. 2, 3, 4. I'm really pulled up. 6 to try to minimize movement. Strike. Really articulate your feet off the floor. Finish. Again, if you'd like to take a balance. Flat, releve. Fondu. 5 and 6, 7, 8. Now you can do a port de bras if you'd like, or you can keep your arm in second. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 Now again, you can just do en croix, 5 and a 6 and 7, 8, or you can just do a little développé, 5 and 6 and 7, reverse. 1, 2, you can always push up to relevé, 3 and a 4, 5, you could go relevé 6, 7 and 8, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, a little développé if you'd like, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5. Try to make this nice and fluid. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. Fondue and relevé if you like. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. You can développé. I'm going to go to the second side. You can do it twice through if you like. 1, 2, 3. Try to coordinate your arms and legs so they're finishing at the same time. So also opening. Do a higher leg if you like. 1, 2, 3, 5. Remember to really lift under the thigh. What I mean is here, so lift under the thigh before we bring it back to our fondue coupé. You can go again if you like. But we are going to run out of music. So let this be our last one. We'll do en croix. We have adagio or adagio. No. Here we go. Again, simple. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're just going to do a développé and then a fondue and a relevé if you like. So it's really up to you. So it's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You can go 5, 6, relevé 7, or you can just go, I did 5, 6, stretch, 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do this all in relevé also. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2. Try to lead with that heel. Extend. 6, 7, 8. And 1. Draw that up. 2, 3. Hold. 4. Extend. However high you'd like to do your leg. 7, 8. Last time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Float it down to tendu. 7. Grand battement. So, en croix. 4. So each one will be 2 counts. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Same thing side, first one will not change. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Back and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Again, first one does not change. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Finish. Here we go. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's important to keep our standing knee straight. This one doesn't change. And then the other 3 will change. To the back. 2, 5, 6. 1, 2. Now if you want, you can détourner to the other side, or you can stay here. Do twice through. 1, 2. Make sure the standing knee again stays very straight. 1, 2, 3, change. And change. 1, 2. Last time, don't change. And finish. You can do whatever type of balance you want. Certainly Kudibé is always a good one. That's where you're wrapping around the neck of your leg, which is so silly, but I don't make up the words. Pick a balance. Finish. Thank you so much for joining me today in this warm-up class. I know I felt that in my legs, and I hope that you guys did too. So thank you again for joining me, and I hope I catch you on the next one.